your girl T. And yes, honey, I know it's been a few days since I made some videos. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you guys know I went out to Vegas on Memorial Day weekend, honey, with my family, with my cousins, and we had a good old funky time. I had such a good time in Vegas. I was turned up for real. I know a lot of you guys were shocked because you guys had never seen me in a bikini before. For whatever reason, the whole world thinks I'm morbidly obese, even though I'm only 125 pounds. I'm all boobs. So it was just funny just to see people's reactions, like, you know, to see me outside from behind the desk and, you know, turning up, dancing, having a good old time. Like I always tell y'all, one thing about me is I don't give two shits what nobody thinks about me. TT's gonna live her life. She's gonna sing, she's gonna rap, she's gonna dance, she's gonna turn up, point blank period. So there's nothing for y'all to be shocked about. I've been turning up, been having fun, you know what I mean? And that's what we do in Vegas. We have a good time, we go out, we mingle. You know, I ran into a lot of subscribers out there, a lot of people who recognize me from YouTube. So shout out to y'all. You know, it's just a blessing to like honestly go out and get shown so much love, because I never knew my channel would like inspire people, make people laugh, make people happy. You know, I was just shocked and just humbled by like just the overwhelming responses I got from people that I met out in the street and people who recognized me, and it was just such a blessing. I had such a good time in Vegas, y'all. I've been wanting to make videos for like the past 2 days, but I have been too tired. My body is like just wore down. I just had to like just sleep because we barely got any sleep in Vegas. We was kicking it so hard, you know what I mean? So thank you guys who showed me a lot of love and positive messages and who like my little Instagram videos of me doing the Running Man challenge and turn it up and me dance with my subscribers. I had a really good time and I cannot wait to go back to Vegas again. I'm gonna be traveling all this summer, basically starting the second week of June. So I'll be out on the East Coast. I'm gonna be out in New York, Philly, Delaware. Then I'm gonna migrate down south. My bestie's gonna come pick me up in Philly, and then we're gonna go down to North Carolina. So I'm gonna be down in North Carolina and ATL. So I'm gonna be like really on the road this summer. So my setup is gonna be different. I'm gonna be shooting from different locations, but I'm still gonna keep bringing y'all that hot piping tea. Yes, honey. So anyways, let's go ahead and get this discussion popping, boo. Go ahead and grab y'all's teacups because what? This tea is piping hot. How you doing? So anyways, everybody and their mama been hitting me up on social media, wanting to know my opinion about the whole Blac, Chyna, and Rob Kardashian situation. If you guys do not know, Blac, Chyna, and Rob Kardashian have just been greenlit their own reality TV show. Y'all know me, I'm slightly psychic and I see through the bullshit. I told y'all months ago all this stuff was going down the way it was because Rob and Chyna were preparing for a reality TV show, and now it's been put out there. I'm going to go ahead and read to you guys what E had to say about them getting their own show. Check this out. E is excited to announce a new 6-episode docuseries featuring Rob and Chyna. They're currently working on a title, which will follow the whirlwind romance of Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna. Each 1-hour episode will follow the lovebirds from their engagement to Chyna's pregnancy and everything in between. The exciting television event will culminate with a separate special at a later time, celebrating the birth of their first child together, aka the newest Kardashian. Rob and Chyna, which is produced by Ryan Seacrest Productions, premieres on E later this year. Rob and Chyna will serve as co-executive producers of the show. All right, so you guys just heard what E had to say. So a lot of folks were shocked by this, but like I said, I've been caught this out. We had a really good discussion about this on Instagram. I just feel like at times this world is just so fake and everything is just being manipulated. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I just keep it 100. And that's why I'm myself. Like I tell y'all, I'm nobody's role model. Go follow Blac Chyna. Go follow Oprah. Leave me the hell alone. I do me, okay? You know, what bothers me the most about this is I see a lot of young girls, especially young girls in high school and junior high, and they're saying, you know, Blac Chyna's winning. She won. She beat the Kardashians. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, as a grown woman and as a mother, what did she win exactly? You know, what is the prize? Is this where we've come to as a society where we feel like somebody's winning because they're on a reality TV show, because they're pregnant by somebody they were only with a few months? Because as we all know, the ultrasound is showing her to be about 5 or 6 months. And she had only announced being with Rob, you know, within the past few months. Not saying they weren't messing around before then, but we also forget that before Rob, she was also, you know, supposedly dating Future. She was also supposedly dating Future and another, you know, rapper, football player, some other entertainer. I think he was a football player. You know, while I'm all for hustling and getting your money, at some point in time when you're bringing children into this world, you have to ask yourself, you know what I'm saying, is this worth it? You know, because at the end of the day, I seen the Kardashians suck up people, you know, bring people into their inner circle only to spit them out when they're done with them. You know, I just find it just crazy that, you know, they were hyping this boy up. He was on all their shows. He was being featured with Kylie. But as soon as she was ready to move on, she just spit him out and got rid of him.
am so excited to see Tyga. I love having T around. I feel like he just keeps me sane, and he always wants to do everything that I want to do, and we love going on adventures.
Yo, that was the craziest landing ever.
No way. You know, in the real world, none of this shit would be acceptable. Let's keep it 100. I think it's to the point where social media has a lot of us just fooled and has a lot of us with blinders on. Well, not me, because I see through the bullshit. What I'm noticing is that a lot of people think like shit like this is just acceptable. In the real world, Kylie Jenner would have got her ass whooped. Point blank, period. If you are messing with your sister's best friend's baby's father, in the real world, her sister would have checked the shit out of her, and she'd been very lucky for her sister's best friend to not whoop her ass for messing with Tyga, okay? In the real world, most females do not mess with their ex-best friend, their best friend's brother, okay? Point blank, period. You know, I have homegirls that I'm cool with that their brothers are totally off limits. I don't care how much they try and holler at me, how much they're feeling me. You know, I've been knowing you since we was in 5th grade. I don't give a shit. I'm not talking to my homegirl's brother, because if we break up, that's just too much room for conflict, and I don't want to put my friend in a situation where she has to choose between me and her brother, and at the end of the day, blood is thicker than water, so I expect her to roll with her brother, okay? So in the real world, this shit is not acceptable. Like, let's keep it 100. I don't understand how people are acting like, you know, she's winning and she's won something. The only people who are winning in this situation are Chris and the Kardashians and the producers of this new show. Let's keep it real. A lot of folks are tired of the Kardashians. We're tired of Kim's attention whoring. We're tired of her emojis. So what better way to basically revamp this family in a new package than to start talking about Blac, Chyna, and Rob. Just a few months ago, I did the video about Kris Jenner, how she was claiming she didn't really know Blac Chyna. You know, she's only seen her once or twice, and I broke it down as to how she was lying and how she knew Blac Chyna. You had bitches in the comment section coming for me, talking about, you know, how do I know that she knows her, and why am I going off on Kris Jenner? Because everything with this family is contrived, okay? Kris Jenner is very strict about who she lets into her inner circle, and she's not just gonna let anybody show up. So you're not gonna tell me that you only know Blac Chyna, but then I have video evidence of you taking stripper pole classes with Chyna, kicking with Chyna, inviting Chyna and Tokyo Tony to, you know, Northwest's first birthday party. You know, this family's just full of shit. I would not be surprised at all if everybody's in on this. If this was just one big hoax at the end of the day. Because when you think about it, when you think back to the time when Amber Rose first called all this out in the Breakfast Club, and how Amber Rose was so pissed off, because a lot of this drama started because Amber Rose was running her damn mouth, okay? So when Amber Rose caught this out, you notice Blac Chyna never addressed the situation. She never, you know, thanked Amber for being a good friend and having her back. It's like she just fell back in the situation. She didn't never address it. And now looking back, it might have been where it was a ploy from day one. You know, that might be why her and Amber are not as close as they were. Because before you would see Blac Chyna with Amber all the time. But now Blac Chyna, you know, her star level has risen past Amber's star level. Granted, Amber's getting her own TV show, but on social media, most folks are checking for Blac Chyna, Rob Kardashian, and his baby. They're not checking for Amber Rose as much as they are checking for Blac Chyna. I would not be shocked at all if everything was contrived, if everything was for a storyline. And as we all know, in this day and age, you have a lot of celebrities who are willing to get pregnant, who are willing to do anything to create a storyline to stay on television. We see that going on with Love and Hip Hop New York with the whole Amina and Tara, you know, them going back and forth, getting pregnant by Dirty Feet Pete and everything else.
It's heavy. It's heavy.
Yeah, smile. There you go.
Oh
my gosh, Matt, he's looking right at you.
All right, you look gorgeous.
Look over here, y'all.
So that's why I say sometimes I feel like in this world, especially with this thing called social media, I feel like just so many things are fake, and you really have to see things for what they are and really see through the bullshit and just stop feeding into everything and acting like, you know, this is just normal behavior. You know, like I said, in the real world, this would not be acceptable. But it's funny that on social media, people make excuses for this relationship with Blac Chyna, Rob, Tyga, Kylie. You know, the whole situation is just ratchet, point blank, period. And I'm not saying that, you know, Blac Chyna and Rob are not in love with each other. I'm not saying that they're not now in a relationship, but I do feel like a lot of this was contrived, especially when you're telling me that they just got a TV deal and, you know, the cameras just so-called happen to be following their engagement and the cameras just so-called happen to be following her pregnancy. If all this stuff was genuine, how did the cameras know to be there? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. When something is genuine, when something happens genuinely, There are no cameras there. Things just happen. Nature just takes its course. But the fact that cameras were there to capture all these special moments lets me know that this whole shit was contrived, point blank, period. You know, and then the crazy thing is, on top of that, it's now been announced today that Tyga is also shopping his own reality TV show, which I find comical because he had a reality TV show on MTV that nobody watched, okay? But this time, he's trying to use the exes from the Kardashians like Scott Disick and Lamar Odom. He's promising E that he can get them to come and do this show with him if they greenlight a show. So it's going to be really interesting to see if Tyga ends up getting his own reality TV show as well. You know, I don't have any hate for any of these people. At the end of the day, I don't know these people personally. You know what I mean? They can do them. But what I'm saying is that you can't feed me shit and call it sugar, okay? So anyways, you guys, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire crazy situation, honey. Once again, concerning our favorite reality TV family, the Kardashians, Blac, Chyna, Rob Kardashian. How do you feel about them getting their own spin-off show? Do you feel like everything from their engagement to this pregnancy, everything was staged? You know what I mean? And are you shocked that they're getting their own show? Because again, I caught this out months ago. So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right, deuces. Hey you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit Lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.